Good morning, 7th standard. Now today, based on the video I shared with you yesterday in which I explained how you can multiply decimal numbers, we will be doing exercise 2.6. I hope you remember that there are three types of multiplications: decimal number with the whole number, decimal number with the decimal number, and decimal number with numbers like 10, 100, 1000, etc. That means you will have a number with the point multiplied with a number without the point. Then you could have both numbers with points, or you could have a number in which there is a point and that number has to be multiplied with 10, 100 or 1000, these kind of numbers. Now let us do exercise 2.6, and as usual I will not be doing all parts. I will do few parts from all questions and the rest will be your homework. Question number 1. The exercise is on page number 52. Question number 1, first part, we have 0.2 multiplied by 6, and now it's completely your choice whichever method you want to use. I will be mixing it up. I will be doing some questions with first method and some with second one. So I'm multiplying directly, and this multiplication should be shown in fair work. So 0.2 multiplied with 6, a number with the point, a number without a point. I can directly multiply these. 6 2s are 12, 1 carried over, 6 zeros are 0 plus 1 is 1. Putting the point directly below the point, so the answer is 1.2. This is first method. Let's do second part, 8 multiplied with 4.6. Now I'm using second method. This was first method. Here I'm going to use second method. It's completely your choice. You can use any method. You can use just one in all parts. I'm just mixing it up so that you know how to use the two methods. So second method is the one where I use fractions. So 8 can be written as 8 over 1. 4.6 can be written as 46 by 10. No cutting at all. Multiply your numerators. 8 multiply with 46 in the numerator, and in the denominator I have 1 multiplied with 10. So this becomes multiplying 46 with 8 in the working column. So 368 over 10. Now put the point back. 1 0, so point will be put right here. This is your answer. Third part, I have 2.71 multiply with 5. Now I'm using first method. 2.71 multiply with 5 directly. 5 ones are 5, 5 sevens are 35, 5 twos are 10 plus 3 is 13. Point will be put directly below the point. So this is 13.55. Let's do fifth part. Fifth part is 0.05 multiplied by 7. I'm again using first method, multiplying directly. So 0.05 multiplied by 7. 7 5s are 35, 3 carried over. 7 zeros are 0 plus 3 is 3. 7 zeros are 0. Put the point directly below the point. So the answer is 0.35. Let's do one more part. Sixth part, 2 multiplied by 0.86. Let's use second method in this one. 2 can be written as 2 over 1. 0.86 can be written as 86 over 100. So 2 into 86 will be multiplied in the numerator. 1 and 100 will be multiplied in the denominator. So 86 multiplied by 2 becomes 172. In the denominator I have 100. Now I will put the point back. 2 zeros, count 2 digits from the right side and put the point back. And the remaining parts will be your homework. I have not done fourth part. and I have not done. Okay, this is actually 7th part. I have done the last part. I have not done 4th and 6th part. So you will be doing these yourself. Let's do question number 2. Question number 2 is a statement sum. Question number 2 is find the area of a rectangle. Now try to recall from last year, how do we find area of rectangle? Area of rectangle is equal to length multiplied with breadth. And in the question both are given. Length is 5.7 and the breadth is 3 centimeters. Let's write the answer. Since this is a problem sum, we will write a statement. So length of rectangle, this is 5.7 centimeters. Breadth of rectangle, this is 3 centimeters. Area of rectangle is given by L multiplied by B. So 5.7 multiplied by 3. You can use any method again to find the answer. I am multiplying directly. 5.7 multiplied by 3. 3 sevens are 21. 3 fives are 15 plus 2 is 17. Point exactly below the point. So the answer is 17.1 and the units of area are centimeter square. Now let us do question number 3. Question number 3 is multiplication of a decimal number with 10 100,000. Again, you can use the first method where you multiply orally, or you can use the shortcut multiplication right where you move the point, and the third method which actually can be used in any type of multiplication of decimal numbers, which is by changing the decimals into fractions. So you could use that also. 1.3 multiplied with 10. So I am doing this orally. Orally means if there were no point. If there were no point, it will be 13 into 10. 13 into 10 is 130. And now I put my point back. To put the point back, I'll have to look at the decimal places, 1 digit, so the point will be right here. And since after the point it's 0, it will be 13. Let's do one more part. 36.8 multiplied with 10. This was first method, and here I'm using the second method. In first method I multiply orally. In second method I use the shortcut. I will move the point. So this is multiplication right. So this is the shortcut. So the point will move to the right side. And how many places will it move? If it is 10, 1 place. If it is 100, 2 places. If it is 1000, 3 places. So it is 10 now. So the point will go right here. And now the point reaches the end. And when the point reaches the end, it can be ignored. The point will be here. And you can ignore this. You can simply write this as 368. Let's do one more part. Fourth part, 168.07 multiplied with 10. Again I'm using second method. I'll be using the shortcut. Since I have to multiply with 10, the point will move 1 place. Remember, the point has to move right side in multiplication. So the point has to go to the right side. So this will be 1680.7. This actually gives the answer quite quickly. Let's do a few more parts. Fifth part, we have 31.1 multiplied with 100. Now let us multiply this orally. I'm using first method. So if there was no point, this will be 311. 311 into 100. will be 311 with double zeros. So this will be 311 with double zeros. Now put the point back, and to put the point back, look at the decimal places. Earlier the point has one digit after it. Same thing will be happening here. The point should be placed so that there is one digit after it. So point will be here, and after the point the zero can be ignored. So the answer will be 3110, 3110. Continuing further, we have done first, second and fourth part and fifth part. Let's do sixth part. We have 156.1 multiplied with 100. Let's use the shortcut. Shortcut means multiplication right. The point has to go right side, and I'm multiplying with 100, so point has to go two places to the right. So if I go to the right side, I have only one place. I will put a 0. So I've got two places now. Two zeros, two places. The point will move from here and reach at the end. So this will be 15610, and the point will be here, and this point can be ignored. So the answer is 15,610. Now let us do eighth part. 43.07 multiplied by 100. Now let us do this using fractions. This is the method which you can use in any multiplication where decimal numbers are used. Change the decimals to fractions and then multiply. So this decimal number 43.07 can be written as 4307 over 100. This can be written as 100 over 1, and these two zeros get cancelled with these two zeros. In the numerator 4307 multiplied with 1, in the denominator 1 multiplied with 1. So multiplication with 1 will give you the same number. In the denominator it will be 1, which can be ignored. So the answer is 4307. And if you had used the shortcut, the answer would have been this directly. Two zeros, the point would have moved here directly, and then you would have obtained the answer in a single step. Now let's multiply the last one, 12th part. You have 0.03 multiplied with 1000. Now let us multiply this orally. If you had to multiply this orally without the point, this is just 3. 003 is 3. 3 into 1000, this will be 3000. If you want, you can write the zeros in the beginning, 003 and then 3 zeros at the end because of multiplication with 1000. And then you put the point back. There are two decimal places, so the point will be put right here, two digits from the right. So the answer will be 30. This is done using the first method. Now let us do the same part with the shortcut. 0.03 multiplied by 1000. The shortcut says multiply right. The point has to go right side. 3 zeros. We are multiplying with 1000. Point will go 3 places to the right side. So the point has to go 3 places to the right side. 1, 2. I have only 2 places. What do? I'll put a 0 here. So the point will go to the end. So this will be 0030 point. The point was here between 0 and 0. It disappears from here and moves 3 places to the right side. So 1, 2, 3. It jumps and goes here and reaches the end. And this will be 0030. The point from the end can be ignored. And again, zeros in the beginning have no value. So this will be 30. This is using the shortcut. And we could try to do this with fractions also. Let's do that as well. Now I'm going to use fractions. So 0.03 multiplied with 1000, write this as a fraction, 3 over 100 into, this will be 1000 over 1, cutting the zeros, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2 zeros get cancelled. So in the numerator I get 3 into 10, in the denominator it is 1 into 1. So this will be 30 over 1. So the answer is 30. In exam you have to do with only one method and it will not be specified. You can use any method of your choice. So the homework from question number 3 is part 3rd, 7th, 9th, 10th and 11th. The next question that we have is question number 4th. Question number 4th is a statement sum. It says a two-wheeler covers a distance of 55.3 kilometers in 1 liter of petrol. How much distance will it cover in 10 liters of petrol? So distance covered using 1 liter is given. You have to find out the distance covered using 10 liters. A simple sum. Let's write the answer. Distance covered using 1 liter of the fuel is petrol, it is 55.3 kilometers, and we have to find out the distance covered using 10 liters of petrol. For 1 it is this, for 10, from 1 to many, we will multiply. Now this is multiplication with 10. I'm using the shortcut. The shortcut is multiplication right. So multiplication with 10, move the point 1 place. So this will be 553. The point will reach at the end, which can be ignored. So 553 kilometers is your answer. After this, we have the last question of the exercise, in which you have to multiply decimal number with the decimal number. Let's do that. Question number 5, first part, 2.5 multiplied by 0.3. Now you can use any of the two methods that I have discussed, either multiply directly or multiply by changing into fractions. I'm going to multiply with the first one. I'm going to solve with the first one. So in the first method, I'm going to use first method, in which I multiply directly. So 25 multiplied by 0.3. When both numbers have points, what I have to do is, in multiplication I have to ignore the points. Multiplication is to be done without the points, and the multiplication should be done in fair work, not in the working column. So show your work in the fair part. So multiplying, the 0 can be ignored. 25 into 3 is 75. Now it's time to put the point back. To put the point back, I will have to count the decimal places. 1, so 1 and 1. 1 decimal place, 1 decimal place. So how many decimal places? Total 2 decimal places. So 1, 2, the point will be here. So count from the end, and this can be written as 0.75. Remember, multiplication is to be done without the points, or you could always use the second method where you multiply using fractions. Let's do a few parts with that. Second part, 0.1 multiplied with 51.7. Let's change these two fractions. This can be written as 1 over 10. This can be written as 517 over 10. Multiplying the numerators, multiplying the denominators, 517 over 100. Put the point back. 2 zeros means the point will be here. This was first method, where I directly multiply, and this is the second method where I use the fractions. Let's do few more parts. Now let us do sixth part. We have 11.2 multiplied by 0.15. So I am using the first method, multiplying the numbers without the point. So my answer is 1680. Now it's time to put the point back. To put the point back, I will look at the decimal places. I've got one decimal place here, 2 here. The total number of decimal places will be 3. So 1 place is here, 2 places are here. I get total 3 places. So I will put the point back, counting 3 digits from the right. So 1, 2, 3 point will be put between 1 and 6. And because we know that in equivalent decimals, 0 at the end of a decimal number can be ignored. So this can be written as 1.68. Let's do seventh part. Seventh part, we have 1.07 multiplied by 0.02. So this will be 107 multiplied by 002. 002 is just 2. So just multiply with 2. This comes out to be 214. Now it's time to put the point back. So here I have 2 digits. Here also I have 2 digits. 2 decimal places, 2 decimal places. Total is 4 decimal places. So my answer should have point with 4 digits to its right side. So I have to count 4 digits from here. 1, 2, 3. For the 4th digit I put a 0 and then put my point. And this gives me my answer. Answer will be 0.0214. If you want, you can try this with fractions and then verify your answer. I'm doing one more part with you. Part 8th. This is 10.05 multiplied by 1.05. Again, I'm going to use first method. Means I will multiply without the points. 1005 and 105, and I will put the point in my answer. So multiplying with 5, with 0 it will be 0, multiplying with 1, adding the answers. Now I will put the point in the answer. To put the point back in the answer, I have to count the decimal places. 2 and 2. Total 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. The point will be here. This is my answer. You will be doing the remaining parts as homework. And the homework from question number 5th are parts 4th, 5th, 9th and 10th.